All right. Hello, hello, howdy. How is everyone today? I did not have students today, so I decided to stream since I didn't stream last Thursday. So in news of what I accomplished since my last stream, which I think was a couple Thursdays ago, because it wasn't last Thursday. I can't quite remember, but I'm standing in the Bible dungeon right now. I think, oh, I already fed my cats. Don't need that going off. Okay. You already got fed. Don't even look at me like that. I think I showed you all this. I finished the large furniture, and then all I had left was the lights. And so I got started on that. You can see from the state of my backpack that I still have quite a few of the lights in there, which actually, I'm going to go ahead and move these over here. I would have finished this weekend, but then I ran into a problem, and I'll show you all what said problem was. Okay, I like those better over there. Okay, so I have the lights that light up down here. I have these two together over here, and then this one by itself over here. These are the "we are so bright, we're in timeout" corner. Because holy crap, these are immensely bright compared to everything else. It's kind of insane how bright they are. And then I have everything else placed in here. So I have the things that stand on the ground in orange or in yellow or white-ish. It's hard to tell sometimes. Anyways, light yellow or dark yellow. I have green over here, and then blue. And then I have the chandeliers, which there's only 4 that light up. So there's the orange light and the blue light. And then there's only 1 sconce that lights up besides the 2 that are in timeout. So this black box here in the center is where I can then take lights. And I know it doesn't look like it, but there is a door here. It's just very dark. And then I can see kind of how bright. See, this is weird how it's like glitching out, but you can kind of see about how much light these lights are going to give off by, you know, kind of moving it around. Lights are so glitchy in this game. I don't know if it's just because I have my settings weird or what, but yeah, this light especially. I did buy a few of these because they're so pretty. Look at them. They've got the little fireflies in them. I think I'm going to use these in the Tinker Fairy's abode. But, so that one and the chandelier one that I bought, the thing is that, let me see, Look Lantern, I think that's, yeah. So you can craft some. So there's this one that hangs down, and the Look Lantern that looks like that, they all hang. And then these ones that are called lit, they don't actually light up. So yeah, some of these are kind of exactly the same. I didn't realize that. I think when I go through and I'm cleaning out the craftable light showroom, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with that because yeah, they're all the same, but these ones do not light up. These ones that are called lit. Now these ones that you're buyable are called lit. And they do light up, so I'm not sure. Those are glitched, I think. So maybe that's something I need to turn in and say. But anyways, so then oh, hello, Wobie. You remembered your old age. How was your foot? How are you healing? So anyways, up here is where I have all the ones that don't give off light, but I've run into a problem because the ones that go on the floor, like the braziers just took up way too much room. And then I have torches, and then I know these aren't lights. I like to keep this stuff with lights though, because it's like fire and stuff. And then this, although it looks like it's lighting it up, it just has a particle effect. It's not actually lighting it up. But yeah, there's really not a lot. But the thing is now I've used up a lot of the room up here. I can put the sconces over on this wall. I was going to put like a tall divider in between here. But I don't know where I'm going to put my chandeliers. Maybe they'll fit back here, but there's actually quite a few chandeliers, as you can see. I don't know. I haven't figured it out because I want to leave, you know, some space over on this wall for more lights because obviously they take up a lot of room. So I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. In other news, we need to go to Fordell Mist. We need to go to Echo Caverns so that we can do his quest, Pico's quest, one more time. And because I think I figured out what I want to use for the sink in the half bath. But other than that, I've also gathered up a few items, and we're going to try to see if we can't get it to work. And then we'll also get to see, I need to add some more details in the laundry room, but I've basically finished the laundry room. So, yay! Especially when his kitten decides to attack it. Oh, his kittens are all his little turds. Okay, we need to go here. We need to go to the guild hall. Here we go. Oh, but yeah, I think I have some ideas for the half bath. I'm not gonna be able to finish the half bath. I know for sure this session because I want to do some vines around the mirror, I think, and the vines that I want are from, what is it called? Moonlight, which is this weekend. So, and of course it's vines I've never bought before because I'm like, what am I ever gonna use these vines for? Well, I figured out what I'm gonna use these vines for. I really like the vines that are craftable from, oh, you gave me, I might go peek inside your dungeon because there are vines that you have in there, the sod dungeon, because they're craftable. The ones that I'm looking at are craftable, but I don't know if they get small enough. But I know that the ones what I want to use, I'm pretty sure they get small enough, and those are in Moonlight, and I can wait till this weekend. It's fine. But as of last night, the baby gray one's suddenly wanting me again, and since Darlene did that last year, he don't like to share his mom. Aw, Darlene. All the kitties. Any more luck with getting them out of your house? With the into the SPCA or Humane Society or whatever y'all call it there. Where am I going? I'm going to travel portals because we need to go do that quest really quick. I've been doing this quest a lot. You know what? Hold on. No. Because if I get that, then it's going to be something else. Never mind. I was going to grab a shrieking mushroom because you need a rare, but it's not always a shrieking mushroom. It just has been for the past couple of times. So I'll just gather the rare while I'm here. I did get one of these, another one of these. I should keep these on me. The Spade of Glorious Digging. So maybe that'll help. Oh, it's funny Darlene is long hair gray and he will not sniff the long hair baby gray. Oh. And Earl will play and sniff the baby gray. Can't find homes for him yet. No. Oh dear. My parents' cat Willow, he's very old, 18 I think is what he made it to, and he passed away. He crossed the Rainbow Bridge last week. I think it was last week. But yeah, he was one of my favorites. I actually named him Willow. They got him after I moved out of the house. But yeah, he was a good kitty. When he was old and it was time. Yeah. But, you know, my parents have 4 other cats. Let me think. There's Scout, there's Putty, and there's 3 other cats. Okay. There's Cosmo. So yeah, it is sad though to lose a baby. All right, happier thoughts. This is what I'm thinking of using for the sink in the bathroom. I'm eventually going to need more of these because if this works as a sink, I think I want to use it I'm obviously going to use it in the other bathroom in the house and maybe even in the kitchen. I haven't quite decided yet how I want to do that, but we'll see. But I need 5 more. I have 30 right now, so I just need to do this quest one more time. Uno más. Okay, so we need creeping root. Oh, see, I knew it. So yeah, I have different things to gather this time. Humming azurite, that's this stuff over here. I'm not going to bother with the berry bushes, because even though they give roots, but they give a million other things. So losses like that. It sucks whether or not, yeah, they're old, exactly. It sucks no matter what. Though he had really bad arthritis, he's not in pain anymore, so that is a plus. I always like to try to find the silver lining for things. And bidet and toilet. Okay, so the toilet, I have an idea for the toilet. Is it going to work? I am like 85–90% sure I'm not going to be able to get it to work, but I really, really want to use. I have them in the house already. They're oh, you'll see. I'll show you once we get there. All combined. Yeah, crawling root break. That's where I want to go. There's some that were even like that probably would work better, but they have these like little tickly things that come up from them, and I call them tootie ticklers because they tickle your tootie. And it's not gonna work. I can't have tootie ticklers in my toilet. But I might be able to get this other one to work. Maybe. There's a chance. There's always a chance. I got the washer and dryer to work. I had to cuss a lot, but I got it to work. So maybe. Did you enter the Frostfell neighborhood, Miss Wobie? Did you? I did not. Not as a, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I'm not a contestant. Let's just say that. But I am still involved. Behind the scenes. Okay, soft metal vein. And 2D tickler. Exactly. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean by 2D tickler when I finish this out. And I'm just gonna watch. Okay, that's, you know, that's, are you still playing your Nightingale game? Still really into that? Because I understand wanting to take a break from this game. Okay. Yeah, soft. Where are the animal dens? Ugh, no. The under the sea is a cool concept. I really do like that idea. I did not join for a few reasons. Mainly because also it takes me freaking forever to build anything, ever, always. So deadlines just, I don't have time for deadlines right now. And then 2, yeah. That was the main one. I just don't have time. I'm working on this. I don't like to work on 2 projects at once. Unless, well, okay, 2 decorating projects, I should say. Okay, we need a den. Den, there we go. Rock hopper den. Let me just type in den. Den. Nope, not a dune. Den. Okay. Sweet. I hate finding this stuff in here. It should, oh, you know what? It's down below. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to pull out. I usually carry these guys, even though they're pretty low level here. Or not low level, but like I can easily kill them. I keep these guys out just to do the killing for me so I can just, you know, hunt. Stop it. Who said you could do that? I don't want you to do that. Rock hopper den. Okay, it's got to be down here. Got to. Yes, it is. Okay. And using editor and having someone else at the same time and we mess each other. Oh, yeah. Well, they have rules for the editor right now. And you've been before you started playing Nightingale, you were practicing not using the editor. So you can always do that too. It's always an option. Abari did an editor class the other day. I heard that went really, really well. I'm so excited. I love these classes. I think that's a really cool idea. It's just really, you know, something to bring our community together and like, I just think that's really cool. Maybe one day I'll ask Kiskillif or Kaisley. I can get those 2 mixed up and I need to not mix them up. If I could teach a class, that'd be fun. I like teaching. It's what I do for a living. To finish on time. Yeah. That's my problem. I have entered 2 Frostville neighborhoods. The first one I finished. The second one I did not. And I have never not forgiven myself. But like, it's always upset me. I hate leaving projects unfinished. But I couldn't help myself. I got COVID and had COVID for an entire month. Because it was it was like right there, the 1st November of 2020. So, yeah. Like at that time, it was like, we didn't know a lot about COVID. So yeah, I was out for a whole month and I just could not bring myself to get out of bed. So yeah, did not get it finished and it makes me mad. But I always had the problems with the swaps, especially like, and you get a long time for the swaps, but like it takes me too long. It takes me too long to do stuff. I like the way I do it. That's why I prefer to do it this way instead of using the layout editor or things like that to make things go faster. I like but the problem is the way I do it does not very conducive to, you know, swaps and things like that. Things with deadlines. Takes me too long. Teaching is work, not play. Well, yes, but I enjoy teaching also. Like, I do volunteer my time on Sundays and teach as well at a Sunday school class. That's a creative side. Teaching takes creativity, and I love, I'm a creative person, and I like to teach. I like to show people cool things. That's why I started streaming. I like to show people how I do things and be like, hey, you take from me, learn from me, see if you can come up with the same kind of stuff. Oh, obtain a jumping creeper. Dang it, so we're gonna have to do the vines. That's what we need. We need vines. Crawling root break. Pretty sure that's where you get the jumping creepers from. Yeah, but I don't go fast with layout editor either and would take too long thinking. Drive me nuts. Exactly. You know what? That's all right. I'm not trying to convince you to join. Why would I, that would be silly for me to convince you to enter when I didn't even enter, I need a jumping creeper. Give me oh wait, I forgot to use this thing. Dang it. Oh well. I have like 30 of them, so E's fine. Ugh. But yeah, I'm pretty happy because I'm almost done with the Bible showroom dungeon. Once I figure out this conundrum with the chandeliers. And then I get to move on to the next thing, which I think I'm going to work on the lights and plants showroom. Oh, that was another thing I finished. I forgot to show you all. I mean, I'll go over there. I finished the Path of the Past, all the quests, and went and bought all the plushies, and then was totally... I'm not happy. You can't put them in the dungeon, so they can't go inside the Bible dungeon. So I put them in the lights and plants house. And of course, I kind of figured this was going to happen, but they're the ones that have the white text over them. And you can't hide the white text in things because it's like in the front of the screen, basically. So... I'm upset about that because there were some really cool ones in there that now they're not in there. Now they're really basically unusable because they have this damn white text above them. Oh, I know. Just whining. You can whine, girl. Get your whine on, but only if it's a good vintage, okay? Bastages. Yes. They're so cute, too. A lot of the little plushies, and then they got that stupid white text. I'm so mad. I kind of had an inkling that was going to happen because it says so on Lyra's site. I just didn't want to believe it. So I pretended it wasn't real. But no, I'm mostly more mad about the fact that I can't put them in the dungeon. So now they got to be in a whole separate area. Which I guess is fine because I probably am never going to use them, so they don't need to be taking up space in my plushie part of my dungeon, so meh. Whatever. Adult cats really hate the baby cats. Oh, go end the war. Mediate the war. Give me a jumping creeper. Give me a jumping creeper. Give me a jumping creeper so I can go finish up the house. Okay. Ugh. Crawling root break. Anybody over here? No. Oh no, don't hurt me. I guess we'll go check over here. Oh, here we go. Eep. Eep. I really do hate these zones because there's a lot of upper and lower levels and it gets very confusing, even with the map. Thankfully, the map is pretty good, but it's too much up and down. I would have had to gone looked up every single rare, because who knows what it would have ended up being for this quest. You never know what you're gonna get, so I'm glad I didn't do all that, but this is starting to get annoying. I bet there's gonna be, oh, here we go, roots. I got no roots in my bones. Okay. Don't ask how many adults I started thinking about it the other day and freaked myself out. Oh no. Oh no. And are they outside? Well, I know you tried to take the ferals inside. Are they all inside? Do you have a system, like some outside, some inside? I'm being nosy. I don't need to be this nosy. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I've turned into, uh-oh, dun, dun, dun. The cat lady. Nice. 90% are inside. Whew. Yeah, that can be a lot, especially with a bum foot. Rest, stay out, but all come in to eat. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Make sure everyone's getting fed. Yeah, that can get overwhelming, for sure. Oh, there we go. They do be breeding. Where am I going? I'm not going the right way. Am I going the right way? I'm kind of going the right way. Nope, I am not going the right way at all. Cool. I don't like this side. I don't like this yellow haze. It's gross. Get out of here. All right, let's go get our sink. And then we're gonna go start putting the bathroom together. 3 times, yeah. Oh, I believe that. That's a lot of food. Oh. No me gusta. I'm having a hard enough time feeding my 2 cats. I couldn't even imagine. But they have to have special food, because the one gets crystals if she doesn't have the right kind of urinary tract food. It really is. What am I looking? Toy lockpick. I also went and did the Dark Paw quest today because I'm thinking this might work. Where is it? Here it is. This might work for the cabinet. Maybe for the bathroom. We'll see. I have an idea. Hello? Is it gonna work? Who knows? Lesser fragment. Okay. Thanks. No, I need you to go away. Goodbye. Bye. Yes. I need you to go away. Goodbye. All right, Piccolo, gimme. I want your fungus grove. Hopefully it gets small enough. This is the problem. I think it's going to get small enough. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna buy one anyways, because I do like it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you. Oh, it's in houses. I can't get to housing from here. I gotta go to my guild hall. All right, give me a second. I gotta show you some things. These guys yell at us when he buys the huge 50-pound bag of unnamed food, and when I fill their food containers with the now frisky food, they yell and yell and always. Cats always are yelling. Unnamed food lasts for 2 weeks because they hate it. Well, that might be good. You know, have them like get the unnamed food and they'd be like, well, too bad you hate it. Starve then. No, the poor babies. Okay, come on, the loading screens. I hate waiting for the loading screens. gives me a chance to chit chat though, I suppose. Ugh, I am too hot with my sweater on. I am too cold with my sweater off, and I'm choosing to be cold because I am getting irritated being hot. All right. Travel portals. We'll go to Kromzek. Here we go. And there is yelling in my kitchenette moment. Oh no! Your foot hurts again. Oh man, I was hoping it'd be healed up by now. I find out the 25th, hopefully, more about my surgery. So I had an appointment, as you know, last Thursday, and I was just beat after that. It was, you know, an ordeal. And then, so on the 25th, they're going to talk about that doctor's appointment and, yeah, whatnot all. Okay, so these are it. These are all I haven't put them up yet, but these are all my little plushies from the Path of the Past. Look at how cute they are, but they got that stupid white text. Look at this guy. This guy is my favorite. Look at how cool that is. If it didn't have the stupid text, it would be so much cooler. He's so awesome. Okay, anyways. I really hate dogs too. Yes, I agree. But I have to do this. I have to take care of this. Okay. If we go up to plants, where is it? Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere. Hold on. Because I think it's aha, there it is. So this is what I thought about using as the toilets at first. But see what I mean? Tootie ticklers. See, they tickle, tickle, tickle your tootie if you sat on there. But I wanted like a trumpet kind of looking plant. And I have some. The only problem is that there's like 4 heads on the one that I have. And hiding the other heads are going to be interesting. It's going to be a problem. Okay, we got to go back to the guild hall. Okay. You They look cool. If we could rename them and have that name float over them. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get over to the Tinker Fairy's house. And look at what I got done. I streamed it in Discord, finishing up the last little bit. It took me 2 days, I think, because I was really fighting with the doors. And I just need to I want to add like some bottles, like soaps and things like that. I just don't feel like going through the bottles right now. I also went through Lyra's site, clicked on paintings, and just scrolled through all the paintings and tried to find every painting that had something to do, like, I'll show you, like nature-y stuff. That it was completely nature. Now, there's some that I want that I can't get, like, of course, that pink tree one. But see, I grabbed a bunch of these. So this is what I ended up with. I got this pretty blue tree one, the snake. I did grab this one because it's like schematics. And then this tree, and then that tree. That's about it. Everything else has like buildings and stuff in it. I didn't want buildings. I just wanted nature. Or it was just a nature scene, like that Guck one, or there's like a deserty looking one. But I didn't want anything like that. I wanted like foliage, if that makes sense. And then I grabbed these windows to remind myself that I want to use some of these Zamaran stuff in here. And then over here is the laundry room. Oh, here, let me put this on, my lantern, so you can see. So I added these like gears up here. I'm thinking about changing the walls though to, not thinking, I am. I finally decided I am going to do that because these match these very, very well. And I want to use these. So yeah, we're gonna look at that. So I'm thinking about changing these out, but I don't have any railings. That's why I left it as the redwood instead of the, what is it called? The polished wood, because I was out of railings. But eventually I might change this when Kellethin comes back around again, which is what, in like 3-4 months? Something like that. Neriac, Kinos, Freeport, New Hallis. Yeah, it's not even this year. So January, I think, is probably when Kellethin is. But anyways, here's my doors. I fought and fought and fought with these doors. So they may just stay redwood because I don't want to fight with them anymore. I'm tired of them. But look at the little mushrooms. They got so small. They made the perfect handles for the doorknobs. I was so happy. These purple ones also get small enough, but I didn't like how they looked. The green popped more. And then there's pink ones that you can get from a quest, a repeatable quest, but they do not get as small as the purple and the green. So yeah, the gears up above here were just kind of like to add a little bit of something to that wall. And then in here we have, I don't know if I showed the completed washer and dryer. So we have the dryer spinning, we have this thing spinning for that thing. I moved this into here. I got all the clothes on the shelves over here, and then I want to put, like I said, bottles of soaps and things like that above each of these. And then I don't know if I got that done. I don't know what all I got done. Yay, I'm glad you love the doors. I'm not going to do like open doors, like, you know, see-through doors for the bathroom, obviously, or have this like see-through window at the top, but I might do something like that. But the bathroom is going to go over here. Right here. And then, yeah, I haven't decided what I want to put over here yet because that's kind of a big space. Maybe I'll put like a little sitting area, like a little front. Oh yeah, to like take your boots off and stuff. That's what I'll do. I'll put like a little mud room there. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. I'm so that the laundry turned out, because this was a fight, an absolute menace. But it works. The problem is you can't sink anything into this darn floor. That is a problem. Okay, so now, oh, so this is the only plant that is like, you know, that shape. Look, it even has lids. But like I said, there's 3 heads, and I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work. Because you can't sink these in. If I could sink these down, that might be it. This one, if I use this, it's going to be this one. I'm just not quite sure yet how I want to cover up this whole part. But there's no 2D ticklers. It could work. I don't know yet. It's a problem. I need to, Moonlight, I need to try to get a ton more of these spice bracket funguses too, because I want to just use these everywhere in the house. And these, I have 4 left. Because I have these 3. I think I might have some upstairs. I have those other ones that you can get from Kellethin, the red and the blue, but I have those like down in the bedrooms. And I have a couple more left. But yeah, we'll see. I want to use just those for shelving. Well, and these things like this, you know, if need be, but preferably those. Okay. Excuse me. Some of this stuff, I need to pick it up and put it up in, I've been storing stuff up in the garden that I don't think I'm going to use for a while. So that's what I need to do, is just go put these up inside the garden. And then of course I really can't finish until I get that green glass, because this is not the final way that this is going to look. Yeah. We got stuff to do. I am going to leave one of these tables because I might use that. Figure out this. This is what I want to put in for a towel, a hand towel. Not sure how that's gonna work yet, but we'll figure it out. We'll leave those mushrooms there. I might use those for the cabinet. We'll pick up all this and go move it upstairs. I see that you have logged in, my wobby. Okay, oh wait, I've been missing what you've been saying. Cause with open air to bathroom may have stink up the house. There's already gonna be so many bubbles coming out of the washroom. Or maybe make platform for bathroom with stairs into it. That way you don't sink planted to the floor. I did think about that. I may do something like that, or may just have stairs leading up to the toilet itself. Anyways, this has kind of been like my staging area where I've just kind of been storing stuff. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Because I don't know what of this stuff I'm going to use and what of this stuff is gonna go back. But yeah. I'd rather have it in here so I can get ideas than not have it in here. Oops. Whoopee. Grr, kicked me out. No, not kicked you out. I really want to find a use for this thing. This is so pretty. I love the leaves. This can come over here. Put some of these in here. This carbonite trifold screen in here. Okay. I think everything else is stuff. I have one of these walls down here. I'm gonna grab another one just in case I can get this to work. I kind of want to set up the walls. Like for this one, I didn't really set up the walls, but I kind of feel like I need to know my limits more here. Okay. Small red room. Oh, okay. Did I have a large one? Or here it is. This. Oh, that's a small one. Okay. The main thing I want to get done today is the sink area. The only thing is, like I said, I can't totally finish because okay, if this goes all the way up, and I don't want it sticking into the living room too far, we'll go like that. It is not sticking into the living room. It doesn't leave too much space though. Okay, no, I don't like that. That's too big. Okay, next. That's why I grabbed this. Narrow divider. Yeah, I like the polished wood better. I am gonna have to change this. It may even be okay to leave like the contrast. Like just leave all the railings as that. That could be a thing. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, that'll be a Discord stream. Oh shizzle. It being pain in the ass letting me in Marble House. I ported to it and that's what logged me out of game. And now it let me log back in but won't let me in the house. Oh no! Oh, I had to pay more rent. Do you have the... I know you don't have, whatchamacallit right now. Chrono. Or membership, right? I think you told me that. Do you have... Uh-oh. Can you get some of those treasure chests? You have to be a member to be able to buy the treasure chests. Okay, no, that's not working. So we're gonna try the large one. This one, the wider one. I kind of want this at an angle. Am I being weird? I don't know, maybe. I mean, that kind of looks kind of acorny, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm assuming that's sticking through up there. Oh, No. Oh yeah, it is right there. I was like, hello. Okay, that's how tall that needs to be. Ooh, yeah. See, I kind of like how that's coming through there. I like weird shaped hallways and stuff. Okay. Let's see about that, making that the right size. Yep. Did it again. Oh no. Whoa, get it together. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so then we can go like something. I'm just spitballing here, just to kind of give this. I don't know. Is that too weird? That might be weird. It's okay if it's weird, right? And then if we get another, let's get out another tall divider. Ooh, that's way too big. Look, you can see it outside. That's a problem. Okay, there we go. Can you still see it? Oh, you can still see it outside. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely make sure that that's not sticking out. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to maybe use a couple thin ones. I don't want to, yeah, I'm gonna have to, oh, I could put the door down at the end here. Okay, then that could be, all right, and then here's my idea. I was thinking this was gonna be different in my head. So if we have the toilet like back here, it's just gonna be a toilet and a sink. Maybe it does not need to be this big. I think I'm making it too big to be what it needs to be. Wait, let me get my, okay. Yeah, the toilet is gonna end up being, why can I not click that? Hello, there we go. Like it would need to be like that big and that up high, that high up. Yeah, I really just don't think this is gonna work. That's just too high up. I mean, who builds steps? Well, maybe, I don't know. I can maybe come up with something. But then the countertop, ooh, let's get out, let's try this. I'm nervous. Oh no, it's so big. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. But it is quite high up. Look at it. Like, if you were... Okay, so here was my idea. If we took this... Please don't be hollow. Please don't be hollow. Please don't be hollow. Heck yeah! And flipped it that way because then we can sink it down as low as we freaking want. And then... I had just wanted to use this to kind of give it a little bit of a, well, actually I wanted to use more specifically this one because I love the color of it. And then I was gonna do like this kind of number and then sink it down, but that's not gonna work. Make it a tub instead of a sink. Well, no, I think it's a good size. It's okay. I think we can do this. This is a half bath, so it's only going to be the sink and the toilet. But the toilet, I can't use this. I have to come up with something else. In fact, what I had originally, well, not originally, what I had decided was if this what is this darn pitcher plant thing didn't work, then I could use the gourd that I used for a sink in the other one and make a fun little toilet out of this. So this is probably what I'm gonna do. Because there's no mushrooms, aside from this, that are like bowl shaped. There's that one pond, but it doesn't get very small. And that might be what I end up using for the bathtub downstairs. What is the blue piece you're working with? Oh, it is called Fungus Grove Terraced Mushroom Platform. You get it from Echo Caverns. It's 35 picos, which that currency looks like this right here, picos, 35 picos, and you buy it from, what is his name, Piccolo, I think. Polished wood railing, only got 8. Want them? Thank you, Wobie. I'll wait until, like I said, I might just keep the railings and have a little bit of a contrast between the things. But thank you for checking. I know it took you a while to get in there. Blue mushroom. Ah, wonderful. Yeah. Hello, Clea. Nice to meet you. Okay, I don't like how big this bathroom is. Too big. So we're gonna go back to, you go in here. We're gonna go back to the narrow. Okay. I want to, well, you know what? No, let's leave it like that. And then we could put the sink over yonder. And then, yeah, this is not going to work for the turlet. I'm so sad. Okay, yell if you change your mind. They're just sitting in your depot. Yeah, but you're going to need them because you're going to get back and you're going to do stuff. You're going to get an idea. Exactly. I'm speaking it into being right now. Okay, so I think we're going to leave the big one here. Kind of turn this out a little bit. And then the toilet can go over here. So yeah, it's just going to be this little bitty half bath. I do have a couple of these doors. Now these are a pain to try to frame. Ooh, I don't like that either. It's not a very much of a contrast. We'll work on that. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. It does come with hinges though. Oh, I did add hinges. Look at this. Look at my hinges. You know what they are? The wrenches. I think I've seen somebody else do that. It's just a little tip of the wrench. I was like, my doors need hinges. Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure yet if I want to fight with this door or not. Maybe. That's a maybe. But I think this is a good size. And then I was thinking, I grabbed a bunch of these to like maybe just kind of put on the floor. I also have the flowery ones throughout. I'm not sure yet. We're in the very beginning stages of this entire house, so we're not quite sure what we're gonna do. Let's see. Hope watching to help me get ideas sometimes. I'm glad. That's what I do. I'm on Halls of Fate. Lost a bunch of my tiles in a House Depot somewhere. Oh no! Yeah, the House Depots are great, but I would lose stuff very easily. Ooh, finding sucks. Other half talking. Okay, see you in just a second, Wobie. Yeah, that's no good. You don't want to be searching for stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this is a good size, maybe. This is the, where's my mirror? Here's my mirror. This is the mirror I want to use. And then when moonlight starts up, when moonlight is again, I'm going to get vines to go around it. Oh, wait, no, I was going to go check out Wobie's saw dungeon. Okay, hold on. Let me save what I got so far. Okay. Let me go check out the saw dungeon because there is some really, really, really pretty craftable vines. But I don't know if they get small enough. I feel like I remember them being huge. This is how I store stuff. Clea is in dungeons because the depots, I don't have the space. Well, first of all, I would want to get like a bunch and I'd have to buy those off the marketplace to keep them all in one place, and I don't want to do that. So, mostly because I cannot afford that. Okay, sodden crafted. Let me see. Wrench. Yeah. Yes, I've used that before for hinges, but never on a, well, I guess on a door. Once on a gate and once on a bar thing, you know, one of those ones that flip up or whatever. But yeah. Well, welcome. How's Halls of Fate going? There's a few peeps over there. Not too many, but Halls of Fate can be a cool place. Glares at the mail. Do not. Oh no. Okay. I need to also find out where everyone's getting the light up ones of those. I'm sure it's someplace easy and I probably already have access to it. Do I remember? No, never. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. These vines are huge and not going to work because I doubt... Oh, they do get they do get smaller, but no, that's not the look I'm going for. Oh, there is this. I forgot about this. I don't have access to this yet. I don't know. There's just, I don't know if I could make a toilet out of that. Wobie, I'm going to grab one of these for the just in case I can figure something out with it. Did I grab it? Pitcher plant. No. Did I not? Oh, wait. I thought I grabbed it. Okay, maybe not. Pick up? Oh, I did grab it. There it is. I hope these are craftable. If you put something in here that wasn't craftable, I'm going to be mad at you. Not really. Glare, okay. They huge-ish, yes. I did splurge and got 3 from Marketplace that rocked, but I hear ya. I one day will sort them a little better. Just super glad to have the depots. Do have a couple dungeons. Okay. Which one? That crafted? I can make it. Yeah, you have a few in here. I only need one. This red one, this Archaeoplago pitcher plant. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is really cool. I don't know if the red is going to go with that blue also, so there's that, but we can always try. I really want to make a weird little toilet. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. Okay. Halls of Fate rocks. Yay! Millions of items. Yeah, you have a good stash there. Faux show. Visit. Okay. We're going to try. I always try before I say nope, because my other pitcher plants won't work. And there's other pitcher plants that are just 1, but they have 2D ticklers, and we don't like 2D ticklers around here. Because they tickle your tootie. Okay, but what I really want to work on is this. I wanted this table to go on top of it. Okay, so I did get this. And yeah. Okay. Now they're half blaming Kittens for his loss of... Oh no! It's not the kitten's fault. Aw. Blaming the kittens. He's fired. That's it. Okay, I think... Okay, so this is for a Fae. So I'm trying to make this Fae size. That would be... See, that's just so small. Okay, let's see. I grabbed this. That's huge. That's going to have to go up on a thing. You can't sink anything down in this house either, Clea. So that's another problem that we're dealing with. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to really have to think about the toilet. I don't know. Yuck. All right, let's do this. This is what I want to work on right now. This is a very awkward area as well. So that's fun. Okay, I want to have it like that. Can you sink? Oh, I don't know if I want you sunk into the wall, actually, because I want this out. Okay, yeah. Let's get this where it's not, and then we'll figure out where to put that. I can sink this down into the floor because I turned it upside down. And so the collision point is up here now, and so it won't disappear when I sink it to the floor. You know what I just thought of? It is probably not level because I just flipped it over quickly and eyeballed it. Yeah, it's not level. Not level. If I ever taught one of the classes, it would be how to use measuring sticks, because that's what I do, is I use my measuring sticks. That stump looks good. Oh, I'm glad. It's from Dark Paw. It is actually a butcher's block. They do run on his desk and smack things off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Didn't know that. Been working on a Q buggy house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A Kinos buggy house. Yeah. If you can flip it over. So like, if I wanted to sink like, these into the floor. So if I did this now, it would disappear. I'm not going to sink it too far. But if I flip it over, I could sink it deep down into the floor. You just got to, wherever the collision point is, the collision point cannot go inside the floor. Tiles are tricky because they're tiles. Because, yeah, their collision point will be, it's so thin. But if you can get them flipped over, or like if you're putting tiles up on the wall, if it's that part, you should be able to sink it in. But yeah, there you go. Learning stuff. That's what we do around here. We get it learnt. This mirror is probably going to move. So I want that like that. There we go. Okay. Neat. Can't wait to try. Oh, yay. Okay, I'm glad. I am glad. All right, lift that up. Come hither, you. Now, I can sink this in a little bit, which I think I'm going to, but I don't want to be, well, I guess I could use that as a drain. Okay, that's fine. Do I need to make the stump bigger is the question. Yeah, I could do that. I could make it bigger because I need a space to... Uh-oh. Stop it. Okay, how far in can I sink it? Would you stop? Not that far. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I don't know, I'm going with where it is on the mirror and I shouldn't do that. Here, let's just make it a titch smaller because I'm tired of messing with it. Nah. There we go. Okay, and then I might put something in there to really make it look like a drain. But okay, I don't hate that. And then let's move the mirror up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I can't wait to get the vines. I do love the spirals. It already has like a vine-like look. That's why I really wanted to pick this one. Also, this mirror is fantastic because, hold on. Not that one. Not that one. There it is. Okay, watch this. This would be so much fun in a fun house because it has no collision. Look at that. You could make, like, isn't that so cool? You could, like, make a secret door. Yeah. And it's a nice rectangle, easily hidden. You can hide the sides and just have, this would be so much fun in a fun house. Somebody do this, please. I need this in my life. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Gotta try finding keys. Found kitten, knocked it into the basket on the floor. Oh, no, that stunk. When you were moving the blue mushroom, it showed up in the mirror. When you set it down, the reflection disappeared. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, look, it's right there. It is inside the mirror. It's just that I moved it up too high, I think. The mirror itself. I didn't even notice that. I barely pay attention to the reflections because they're so glitchy in this game. So, there you go. You can still see it, yeah. There I am. Hello! Oh, that's a... Okay, so if I'm actually a fae... Okay, let's sink this down a little bit more. I think it needs to be lower. Like if this was actually usable, I want this to be the right heights as much as possible. Move this down too. There we go. That's better. Now you can see your face. I mean, if you could actually get over here. Because of my own collision, I can't get close to the things, but if this was like real life, then she could totally get close to those things. Okay, faucet. I was thinking that this could just go right here on the edge like snow. That can sink down at least. Things float when you set them on top of other things, just FYI. Should I shrink that? Oops. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, so we got the faucet. Might sink the like sink the first mushroom all the way down. I mean, I was thinking about just using this part as the sink, but let's see. See what that looks like. Oh dear. Yeah, unfortunately, it would have to stick out. If I sunk the second mushroom down, yeah. Unfortunately, those are up too high. I like that look, though. I like the mushroomy look. Okay, so then my idea was, because of course you need a cabinet. Oopsie. No, I want decorator mode on. Stop it. I really need to take my break, but I'm in mode here. I'm in a mode. I don't know if I'm going to need both of these round ones, but here's my idea. Here, you come up for a second. Shoo shoo. I'm working. So, nope. That's not going to work how I thought it was going to work. Let's make this smaller. That's okay though. All right. We still have, it's still possible. This is just going to take some finagling, as always. I mean, honestly, if my stuff didn't take some finagling, is it really my stuff? That's not working like how I thought it was going to work. So we need another idea. Oopsie. So not black marble. I was also thinking about just using some sort of a flower, or there's that leaf, but I don't think that the leaf that I like used in here, I don't think this gets small enough. No, I don't think that will get small enough. That's all right. We'll figure something out here. It's I think cute, yeah. And yep, told him have a blast. See ya. Nice. Okay. And then what were you saying? It didn't, yeah, it didn't work. Better with the 3. Gonna get made if it sticks out of the wall. Yep, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna figure this out. This is a puzzle. I'm avoiding the toilet. I don't want to mess with the toilet. I want to play with this tonight. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to think about what we can maybe use to make a door for a cabinet. Do I need a cabinet? I could always do it with books, but I was trying to make it, you know, of course, I'm trying to keep it plant-like. So as much plant-like as possible. I could put a gear there too, since it is Tinker Fairy themed. So yes, I have gears everywhere. Hold on, that could maybe work. Remember I said I had to go on break? Yeah, this is what I do. Oh, we'll go on there. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Alrighty, I will be right back. Where's my taking a break? There it is. no. I'm back, but I think I have to sneeze. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, let me test, make sure this is, oh good, yes, my mic is working. Haha. No, filtered through coffee beans this late at night? Are you kidding me? I'd be up all night. No, you don't have to sneeze again. Stop it. You're not even sick anymore. This is just allergies. Okay. Oh dear. I don't think that's going to work. Hold on, let me mute for a second. Okay, I think I got it taken care of. Hopefully. All right, I had a thought. I had a thought. First of all, there's a couple sides of this. I mean, it's very nice, like how symmetrical it is, but there are flat sides. So if need be, we can always turn this to one of the, oh, wouldn't that be so silly? Hold on. What if you did like that? And then put the cabinet over here on this side. It can be crooked, right? But we still need to figure out what we need to use for a door. We could always just use the Guildhall door, right? Oh no, it was gonna be smaller, never mind. And I don't want to sink that down. Allergies suck too. I know, it's that time of year. I want to enjoy the fall. It actually starts getting cool out, but no. Ooh, I had another thought. Whoops. I also, did I just turn off the thing again? I also crafted these. I thought about maybe using these for this, to hold the sink, and then this could be the little cabinet below. But no, it would take too much work. I don't like that. This one's better. It's uglier, but it's better. What if, and hear me out. If y'all are not used to this by now, you gotta try crazy stuff. You gotta try crazy stuff. That's a must in this world. A must, a must, a must. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Do y'all see the vision? For a door, and it adds a little bit of contrast. I know, obviously I need to, well, I need to sink it down, but hopefully, wait, why is it not? Is it really, did I sink it in too far and now it's stuck in the floor? That might actually be a possibility. No, it's not. Okay, good. But hopefully, I might just have to make it smaller. Okay, the sink may cover up that. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. And I think it's a good size. Now, I have some of these purple mushrooms, but I'm thinking the green mushrooms might be the best. I think they're gonna pop. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, these purple mushrooms are just so muted. The purple mushrooms come from Moonlight, I think. The green mushrooms I can buy from Kinos, and then the pink mushrooms are a Quest. But they don't get as small. The pink mushrooms are my favorite. I wish they got smaller because I'd be making every single doorknob out of them for sure. We are going to, there's some things I want to do. I wish I had the vines. I kind of want the vines to kind of flow around the mirror and then come around and also be what holds the towel up. So we got to get that on the wall. The only problem is this is as small as it gets, so I'm not quite sure yet if I want to use it as a towel, but it is funny. All right, I think I need more of, what are these called? A Selkie mushroom. I don't think I have those on me. Did I put any out inside here? Oh, golly. When you walk outside, if you have your lantern on, it's just horrible. Any time of day. I think, yeah, I don't think I have my sulky mushrooms up here. I think I need to go buy more. I should have just bought a ton. Okay, not a ton, but yeah. I got my bubbles out here because those are going to go inside the laundry room. Okay. And no, once again, you proved why my airy home named Eater of Items always. But it's so pretty, though. It works. I love this house. This is like my favorite house once it's done. All right, yeah, we got to go buy some mushrooms. We need to get to Kinos. I think the fastest way is probably to go through the guild hall. Since going outside here would land me in Kelethin. Oopsie. Let me turn on my mount so I can move a little faster. Alrighty, we're going to Kinos. All right. I'm glad that idea came. Hot dog. But yeah, I can't wait for Moonlight, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of work at Moonlight this weekend because, like I said, I want as many of those fungus shelves as possible. And I think you just get those randomly from harvesting. So I'm going to be harvesting a lot of mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, yeah. I probably should have taken the bell, but at this point now, there's no point. So, yeah. You live and learn, then you get loves. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm just going to buy a few. Wait. No. I don't have any sulky mushrooms on me. Okay. Oh, I do have a bunch of stuff I forgot to put down, though. My goodness. Get these down here. And then these were supposed to go out inside the storage that I'm doing. Though I can't use it for the storage for too much longer because I think the garden might be what I do next. Either that or one of the bedrooms. I haven't decided quite yet. Okay, let's go say hi to our friend Hegrin. Hello, Hegrin. Let me buy some mushrooms from you, ma'am. Hold on. What the hell? Why do I have 2,500 daybreak cash? That's not right. No, I only have 20. Okay, that freaked me out. I was like, what the heck? Okay, I was like, whoo. That was scared me for a second. All right. Okay, sulky mushroom. Let's just go ahead and buy 10. I thought there was a glitch in the matrix. Good night. Okay, guild hall. Right, where am I going? I'm going to travel portals. Yeah, and I think we are going to have to try to tackle the toilet tonight. Ugh. I don't want to. I don't want to. You know, a stump could make a good one too. A good toilet. There's a thought. There's something there. Not quite sure what yet, but we'll play around with that idea. Now, I could get real fancy, which I think I might, because the thing is I don't plan on doing a lot of, you know, I don't know how to, like, I think that I'm not going to get, I'm gonna be good on item count, so I can add a lot of detail. I'm thinking about adding hinges onto this door. Look at it, look at these little mushrooms. Aren't they so cute? They even have the little things. These are my favorite mushrooms in the game. All 3 colors are thebomb.com. It is a little bit big for a handle, but who cares? They're so cute. I love them. Okay. They're the cutest little things in the world. With cat peeking out a hole under it yelling, "You smelly." Well, I would cover that up. Well, there's other stumps too, but I don't know if any get small enough to work. There is that white one that might have possibilities. Maybe. We'll think about it. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to get this to be, I guess that is pretty straight. Okay. These are so funny. Okay, no. Oh yeah, nope, okay. I don't know, that's too big. Dang it, nope, the mushroom's not gonna work in here. The mushroom worked on the doors, but it does not get, it's too big. I don't know, it looks silly. I'll think about it. There's gotta be, there's other things I can use, I'm sure. Not as cute as a little mushroom though. We need to get something to sink down in there. But let me get one of these. Make some hinges. Let's do like this. Wait, if I do this one, oh, it just says that. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I could sink this down. I don't want it to disappear. I think I can. Okay. But I love the idea. Wrench hinge idea, but use the tail end of the wrench for knob? Oh, maybe. I could use, I mean, my go-to usually for knobs is, what are they called? The ink wells. I'm just trying to be complicated and make it, you know. I could just grab one of those, but I'm not sure yet how I want to do this. We'll see. I need this to be standing straight up though. And I don't think it's quite there yet. It would work, yes, you are correct. I could do it. It would make sense. I could also, no, I don't know. These might not get small enough either. Because this is as small as they get. These like flower gear things. There's that as an idea as well. But I don't know if they'll probably be able to the same. They are probably, you know what, I can test it while I'm here. They probably get about the size of the mushroom. Now the mushroom gets smaller, so that's a no. Yeah, probably the end of the wrench would probably be the best idea. I just totally was not even thinking about this. I was just moving this wrench around. I think that's about right. Okay. Getting it to work. Use that flower gear, only the metal round top poking out? Yeah. I could do that, but I might as well just use, it's pretty fancy, the end of the wrench is. So, I'll just do that. I'll just stop being silly. Luna, stop being silly and just do it. Where is it? Uh-oh. Okay, I made it go down too far. Here we go. This is hard to see. Okay, I want to turn it this way so I can see better. Something like that. I want that kind of sticking out more. Can I hit it? No, this thing here is kind of a lot. Okay, hold on. Move, you move too. Shoot. You're in my way. Okay, out. I've been keeping the faucet here to like, so I know where to put this. Because this goes right up to, oh no! Okay, I thought it disappeared for a second there. I mean, it did, but it didn't. Oh, that was scary. Luna, why you gotta do this to me? Okay. There we go. And then this, I think, needs to be turned out a titch. Well, not like that. Oh no. Why did I click that? Luna. Oh, you're so annoying. And I'm blaming my tune. 100% I will always blame my tune. Well, frickety frack. Okay. This may be too much detail. Or a silly amount of detail. It's not bad, I guess. That's right where I had it before. But, yeah. Okay, it looks like it. And then, before I even bring that down, I do need to... Where's my other wrench? I have it over here, don't I? Wrench. Because, see, it has this very nice little... It's very fancy. It was a good idea. I like this idea. To use this as my knob. I just really wanted the mushrooms to work, and I'm set. I mean, that would stab you. You gotta be careful in the middle of the night, you know? I think I'm gonna put it right like that. It's fine, though. You just gotta be... Oh, look, it's like... I didn't realize it was like kind of... Yeah, I do like that a lot. It has a very fancy edge to it, end to it. Yeah, we'll leave that. Perfect. Okay. Now I just need to get my vines, and that whole thing will be done. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay, stretching. Stabby cabinets. I have some in my kitchen. They're not really stabby, but they're the ones that have, like, they're pointy on each end. They're long. And they grab our clothes all the time. It drives me nuts. But I have not had the money to buy new ones. So it is what it is. This is an I don't know yet. Oh dear, I didn't realize. So it's like part of it is sticking into the floor. Yeah, these might not even work at all. Because see, look at that. Oh, and then it's invisible on one side, of course. That's, okay, yeah, these suck. And this whole part was in the floor. I'm not going to be able to use these like I wanted. Look at how long that thing is. My goodness. Okay, I mean, I have clothing in this house, so we can have actual towels. And then, but I still am going to make the towel rack out of the vines. All right. Okay. Let's go on a hunt. Like, and really think about what we're going to use for a toilet. This is not bad. The only problem is that I've already used it for a sink. So I don't know how that's going to look. This could make a nice toilet, but these are hard to come by. And I don't think it gets much smaller. Oh, it does get quite small. But yeah. All right, let's go to, you know what I need to do is I need to put the plants dungeon in, get a, whatchamacallit thing. I'll get it. I'll show you. None of that made sense. You'll see. It's fine. I can't think. I think I'm only going to take my stream to 8 o'clock tonight, which will be in about 30 minutes. Just because I have to work tomorrow. And I need wind down time. Ugh. I'm hoping I can still stream after I have my surgery. I'm hoping I'm not too late up, because then I could have like really long streams. We can get like a lot of this done. That would be nice. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So if I go to my Chromesic Keep. Oh. Yeah, I have to go outside, don't I? I need to get a portal and put that inside the house, so we can easily get to it since we're using so many plants. Oh, thank you. It's a pretty, you know, common surgery. I'm not going to go into details on what it is, but it's two things could happen. I could either have the easy one, which would be about a 2 to 3 week downtime, or I could have the not so easy one. That'll be a 6-week downtime. We're praying for obviously the easier one, and hopefully I will find out what one I'm going to have on the 25th, when I have hopefully my last doctor's appointment before all this goes down. Yeah, wait, can I get it from here? Get portal. There it is. Get portal object. That's what I want. Okay. Excuse the mess. I have not done anything up here yet. I've organized it, but let's just go through. I also thought about this. I want to grab these. Oh, golly. I don't know if I can. There they are. I feel like these would look good on the floor too. The marsh algae. It's so pretty. All right, let's start with red. And let's just peek. Does anything pop out in here? No. And I'm also going to go look at containers. Yeah. We're going to be looking around. This is going to be a thing. We're going to really take our time and try to find something. This is an option. This thing, it doesn't get very small. It's not for a toilet, but I do want to use it somewhere in this house. I'm not sure. We'll think on that. Okay. Yes, Doc, let her relax with EQ after surgery. Well, it wouldn't even be the doctor. It would be if I can handle sitting upright after my surgery. We'll keep you in good thoughts and hopes. Oh, thank you. Recipe for Hungarian goulash. It looks yum. Ooh. Well, you could. I mean, it would just not be, technically, wouldn't be goulash then at that point. But, you know, you can change it to ground chicken. That would be no problemo. There is this one. This mushroom. Come on out. I don't think, yeah, that's not really going to work for what we want it for. But that could be an idea for something. Maybe a shelf. This could be shelving if I can't get enough of those other ones. Okay, we're gonna find a couple of those. Oh, those are handcrafted. Okay, good. We like the handcrafted ones. I have, the plants are mixed, buyable and crafted, because plants were driving me nuts and they all had to come into this dungeon. There is also this leaf we could use for the top. Though, getting that leaf, I'm going to have to earn more coins, I think. But that's fine. That's launching things at me. There are also these flowers. They have kind of a basin to them. They might also look good, you know, flipped over for things. That's a possibility. But they don't get very small. They're quite large. So, okay, put that back. But are not a beef lover. Well, yeah, like Zin, just change it out for ground chicken. Who cares? Other half hates how I replace beef and everything, but I figure kids all grown up, I do not have to force myself. You know what? If he wants beef, he can go buy himself a cheeseburger. You can have all the goulash to yourself. Hey, look, it's another Tootie Tickler toilet. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I don't really see anything here either. Okay. You know, there is this idea to like turn something like this upside down. No, I don't really like that either. Okay. See, that's what I say. Yeah, if he really wants to. See, again, like this, if I could sink it down and it didn't have the ticklers, it would make a great frickin' toilet. Look how pretty that is. But no. No, 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 no. These are so cool, too. I want to find a use for these. Hold on, let me get them out here. Not for the toilet, but just in general. Look at how cool those little pink things are. I love those. I don't know what I'd use them for, but I want to find a reason. Get back over here. Okay, so nothing there. All right, let's go to brown, because brown is where we're going to find a lot of the tree stumps. So there is like this tree stump. Again, okay, if I take off my mount, that's the problem, is like making this stuff the right size for a Fae. So that's like, at its smallest, it's still really tall. Like this, I think it's smaller, does it not? Yeah, see, this one gets tiny enough. This really could, now I would hide that little hole at the bottom. That would go at the back. Except that, yeah, or something, or cover that hole up. Maybe that's where the plumbing is. Like that could be literally a possibility, because that is a good size. And then it would have all the tinkered stuff. This one also is about the same size as this one. Yeah, they don't. And I don't like how, look at, they look razor sharp because they're only like 1 pixel thickness. I wish they were thicker. Like this one at least has some girth to it, you know? I would cover up the top with something. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we're still on that for sure. Wait, I don't think the leaf will get small enough, will it? I was thinking about possibly using the leaf. I do have the shells too, those sand dollars. Where the frick is the leaf? I have those sand dollars that could also be the top of the toilet. I didn't want to use that inside. I didn't want to use a shell inside it just looked off inside the laundry room, but it might be okay in the bathroom. Yeah, it's too big. I'm just like, I'm experimenting here. Hold on. So something like that. Maybe I might just be getting too weird here. Also, that's a big possibility. I may just be trying to lean too much into this novelty idea. I'm okay with that though, because usually the coolest things come out of that. Okay, here's the other stump that I thought about. It's this white stump. It's very low to the ground. We could put one of the shells over it. I wouldn't have to cover up that door. How much would it look like a stump though if we started covering things up? You know, because like from the side, it doesn't really totally look like a stump. It is supposed to be a frozen stump or snowy tree stump. We're not going to go for these leaves. Okay. But it's a possibility. And then like, especially if we took a flower, let's see, let's try this. Maybe not necessarily this flower, but you know, something like this, okay? Maybe. Maybe. And then, yeah. Okay, we're getting closer, y'all. This is a possibility. Okay, got the snowy tree stump. All right, so now what I want to do, none of these planters, I mean, obviously, but once you cover it up, it's not going to look like a planter anymore. So what would be the point? Okay, because I still want it to like look like the same thing like I did with the washing machine and dryer. Like I want them to be made out of natural materials, but still like when you look at them, you're like, oh, that's washer and dryer, like immediately. I want you to look at that and not go, what the frick is that? I want you to go, oh, that's a toilet. Like, so, I don't know. Or like, why is this weird pot in here? You know, like I don't want anything like that. The first one with the gourd on top to cover ticklers, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the ticklers are so tall. This is another nice one too. My original idea was, what are they called? It was like a honey forge. Was it a honey forge, I think? Forge. Bixel honey forge. I was so excited. I was like, look at how perfect this is. How absolutely adorable would this have made for a toilet? It's so perfect. It's flippin' huge. It does not get near small enough to even pretend to be a toilet, but it would have been perfect. I was so sad when I discovered that it was too big. Okay, let's head out to the dungeons and go peeking around. Go peeking. Okay, no. Oh, yeah, let's go look at some of the chairs. There might be some chairs that might... The acorn chair might be an idea. Do I have any acorn chairs? I can go buy acorn chairs. I'm pretty sure. I think that's one of the ones I can get from Inkinos there. Here. Oh, yeah. What about that flat flower? Oh, yeah. I thought about that. It's that you're talking about that glowy one. It's kind of like see-through. That's a possibility, but I'm using those for bed covers, so I'm not quite sure. I'm trying not to use things, you know, for too different of purposes, but we'll see. Okay, chairs. Nope. Red cue ball, go to. Okay. Do I have any of the acorn chairs? I don't think I do. These I used in the living room, so I don't want to use them out or for a toilet. Okay, yeah, let me go buy one of the acorn chairs because that really could be a possibility. Since I'm here in Kinos. No, it was solid blue with some pink. Oh, yeah. It's that one it doesn't get very small. I have a couple of those inside the house. We can always test them out, but they do not get very small. And that is a problem. Okay, who are you? I always like to see who's out and about. Look at your pretty wings. See, I get distracted. Very cute outfit. Okay, sorry. Distraction force. Alrighty. I think the acorn chairs are over here. But what is it called? Is it acorn? Chair of the Acorn Scholar. Okay, hold on. Let me take a peek at this. I don't know how this could work, but it could work. I feel like there's potential here. We'll go ahead and buy one since I have like 500 loyalty tokens. Okay, so now let's head back to the dungeons. Lights, containers, and food. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these plants. They're so huge, and it's like, why? ¿Por qué? Okay. Let's look at my barrels. No. I'm just trying to get some. I've been through here before, but I just haven't gotten the inspiration I need. Whatever we end up finding is going to also be the toilet for the downstairs bathroom, because this is just the half bath. Okay, let me go up to all my vases. I can't think of any that I have up here that I would want to use, honestly, but I'm just checking. I think there's some inside my the buyable dungeon. And I also haven't really taken a peek at the craftable dungeon either for ideas too much, so I'm going to have to do that too. I do want to grab something, because if I end up using that one, the snowy tree stump, I kind of want like a little bit of water peeking through. Maybe this one, since it gives like a blue look to it. We'll do that. And I think you get those from Moonlight, so if I need more, I can easily get more. Okay, we'll grab one of those. The only problem is that I have to sink that down. I just thought of that. We can't sink it down. That's all right, I have more buckets. Turn thing upside down. I could, yeah. It's just that I think the bottom of that is not watery. Unfortunately. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's go to the buyable item showroom. We're just peeking. We're having a peek. We're figuring this out. I'm going to try to figure this out in about 9 minutes, but I don't think we're going to do it. That's all right. We're going to keep looking until we find something. We just won't get to actually testing out our theories until Thursday when I stream again. I do plan on streaming Thursday. We're supposed to have open house at the school on Thursday, and since I'm a para, I'm not required to go, and I said, deuces, I ain't coming. So, ha 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 ha. All right. I have used this vase quite extensively. I do like it. It's so organic looking, and I am gonna have to get more of those. Those ones are hard to see. Oh my goodness. Those are bags, baskets, buckets. Okay, do any of you have water in you? No, I'm gonna have to get that from the craftable dungeon. Like, there is also this, but again, I don't think it gets small enough, or maybe it does. It's like, it's a honey pot. It's made out of that same stuff. It's a Bixel stuff. So that's a possibility. I'm not too keen on that. That's a, if this whole thing turns out to be stupid with the stump, then that's a plan Q. Someone posted a video of taking in feral cat and feeding her. Then she brought in 5 babies a week later. Oh no, that is your life. Oh my stars. Okay, any of these food bins looking like maybe? This would, there's this, the honey pot, or fire wasp magma gourd, because then it would be a different color. Oh look, there's even like stuff coming out of it. That's cute. It's already got yellow. Okay, this is an idea. That is an idea, that is an idea. Because then it would be different than the sink in the other room. Okay. All right, I don't think there was anything else, any other areas in the Bible dungeon that I would think, well, let's go look at miscellaneous. I kind of looked through miscellaneous earlier before I streamed. Because there's these two, but they don't get, this is as small as they get. Oh no, they do get quite small. These mounts. Like, especially this green one, that's very, I do like that. Okay, I don't know. Not for turlet lid. I'd rather use a flower or a shisha. Shisha. Books? Any books? No. Oh yeah, no, we don't want that. That's building supplies. Those are all too big for anything we want to do. Okay, so let's look in rocks and such over here. A rock is an idea. I do need to go to that dungeon. Anything in bones? Or animal parts? There are these too, but I don't know. I want to find a use for this too, the mini Bixel hive. I do like those a lot. Not in the bathroom though. Okay, all right, so let's leave this dungeon because I don't think there's anything in there. Okay, let's see. Dungeons. Let's go to miscellaneous storage and poke around there. See what we got. And then we're going to craftable. I can't wait till all my dungeons are organized like the container one was. The Bible is almost done. I'm so excited. And then I'm going to be working on the plants. But man, once I get home from work, usually I am so exhausted. This year, I'm just so exhausted. But, you know, there's a lot going on with work. There's a lot going on in my own body that needs to get taken care of. Okay. This place is a mess. Okay, I'm just kind of thinking. No. Another idea would be like this green bag. Where do these come from? Because why do I only have two? Green velvet loot sack. Hold on, I think if I pull this up, does this come up on my screen? No. All right. Because I definitely want more of these. I love that green color. Green velvet. Green velvet loot sack. Oh, they came from Santa Glug. So that means we can't get them anymore. Well, shoot. I only have 2 left. That'll be a plan Z. That'll be plan Z. Okay. Like do that and then have a flower or a mushroom or something like that. Ooh, we could sink a mushroom down into it to make it look like the lid. There's that idea. A mushroom might be super cute and it would go with the rest of the bathroom. Since we did a mushroom for the sink. Okay, that's a thought. That's a thought I didn't thought before. Instead of an upside down flower. I don't know. The shells, I'm just having a hard time with wanting to put shells in here because I feel like this is like forest. Fays are forest. And the shells just don't seem to fit. But look at how pretty they are. They're so pretty. I want to put a basket of shells. I have a problem. Okay. Oh, wait, I gotta get rid of this. I wonder if anybody's got any. Okay, no, that's vehicles. All right, so let's head out and head to the craftable dungeon. See if there's something. I'm kind of liking the idea of the fire wasp magma gourd or the snowy tree stump with the mushroom. I want to have like a tinkered back to it. So, because of the tinkered, and then of course it's going to have pipes and stuff. I want it, like I said, I want it to look like a toilet. Dungeons, craftable. Okay. What do you want, kitty? I know what you want. You want me to go to my chair so you can lay down on my neck, the front part of my neck, and stick all your fur up my nose. That's what you want. I don't want anything with steam coming out of it. Cauldrons. Okay, let's go upstairs to the vases. There we go. Here we go. This is a nice one because the water comes really close up to the edge. And if I sunk that down into the stump and so just the water was showing, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so we'll have that. But are there any, I need to redo this. This needs to go down to the floor so I'm not accidentally going underneath it constantly. It drives me nuts. Why did I design it this way in the first place? If I knew the answer to that. Yeah, none of these are organic enough looking. This is close, but I already have better ideas. So, is there anything else? Let's see, we got, oh yeah, let's go to chests. Because I have an idea for the back of the toilet using that one tinkered chest that I always use for toilets. Because it makes such a great toilet. There it is. This one. Turn it upside down. It makes a great toilet. And it's got all the little elements of tinkeredness. I love it. Okay, so we'll do that. But do any of these... You know, you'd think I'd be tired of making toilets. I am, after making 9 of them in my last one. I'll be right back. No, baby. No, it's okay. You can go. You're released. Oh my gosh. Abari's kitchen that he made with these, the purpleness. I mean, they look pink, but he made them look in the purple. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Okay, any of these containers. I do like the shape of this. I don't want to use it, but that is a nice shape. That'd be a good bathtub. Okay, let me see. Let's see, we have that, no, pillows. No, that's chairs. Pillows and beds are over here. Paintings. Is that vehicles? I think that's vehicles. I haven't put in my teleportation system in this one yet. Oh no, it's that. Okay. Not vehicles. Vehicles are in the other one. Okay. There's one more dungeon I want to check out, and that's my organic dungeon. And then we'll call it a night. Yeah, that's the last one I want to check out. And then we got to go craft and collect all this stuff. And then we'll call it a night. All right. Because I kind of wanted to take a peek at all my rocks. See if anything spoke to me and said, toilet, make me a toilet. I'd make a great toilet. Ah, barnacles. Okay, that was funny. My gemstones. Yeah, I really don't have anything. Okay, one more time, we're going to take a peek at my plants and just see the plants that I have here. These are the shells that I'm talking about. I bought a ton of them. Not bought. I did the quest 100 million times because I thought they would make great toilet lids, especially if you want it kind of partway open. It's got a little bit of, you know, thickness to it. It's not just a one, you know, a tile or whatever. They really would make great toilet lids, but I haven't liked them in any of the stuff that I've done. You know what? We'll go ahead and grab a couple just to see. Maybe we'll like it. You know? Maybe. Maybe that'll end up surprising me and I'll be like, oh yeah, shells do work the best in here. Ha 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 ha. All right. But then yeah, we do need to look for mushrooms because I did say a mushroom. There are these flowers too. For lids. And these get smaller. They're also pretty nice. Maybe I mean, they have like a bowl shape to them. I don't know. Let's go ahead and grab one of those. I like the blue since the sink is blue, but maybe some pink for contrast. Okay, we'll think about that. We're getting ideas. See, these ones are the ones that the blue one that you said had a little pink on it. They're just so big. I do want to find uses for them because they are so pretty, but okay. Mushrooms. If I do the flower, could I use the shell? Let's just see here. This is too big. How silly does this look? Smaller. Lift it up higher, have it partially open like so. Okay, that's maybe, let me grab another one of each. Okay. I don't know if I like that idea. None of these will work for sinking it down. They are huge, yeah. Yeah. I turned them into a couch in the living room. They made a great couch. I mean, look at my stumps. This stump is too big. I don't want anything burning. We don't need to have that on our booties. Ba-da-ba. These are pretty too. They're so weird. I love them though. Oh, while we're here, drop off this stupid seaweed. This one. Stupid seaweed is stupid. Didn't work as a towel and wanted to be a towel. Stupid seaweed. Okay, one last place. We're gonna go look at bones. Bones and animal parts and just see if there's anything. None of the eggs. Okay, there's turtle shells. What do the turtle shells look like? Oh. A turtle shell is an idea. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these. That's a thought. Okay. Well, this one doesn't have an upstairs. I just have everything down here. Golly, those bones are so big. They're huge. Again, I bought a ton of these too because I had ideas, and then I don't like how you barely move away from them and they disappear. Okay. All right. I think we have enough ideas to fiddle around with next week. We do need to go craft and or buy all of this stuff. So let's go do that. Welcome back, Wobie. Okay. But I do believe no matter what toilet I make, the back is going to be that plain tinkered chest. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 2 of those since I have a toilet downstairs. All right, that's at the workbench. This is the kind of stuff I usually try to get done before stream, but might as well do it now, right? Let's get her done. Mostly because I think crafting is the most boring thing. At least harvesting, you can change your surroundings as you kind of run around. I might be in Discord working on gathering the mushroom shelves when I do Moonlight this weekend, so watch for that. I will post, of course, in Discord, or not Discord, on YouTube if I'm going to be in Discord, and you are always welcome to join me. You can either chill and just watch or share your screen if you're also working on EverQuest 2 stuff. Oh, whoops, it's on the workbench. Marsh algae. Woodworking table. I would have never guessed that. I would have thought the chemistry table. Okay. Swamp lily is also at the woodworking table. You just never know. $10 the snowy tree stump is not at the woodworking table. The one thing that's made out of wood. Earlier, one of the stumps I made was at the other table, the workbench. So funny. Okay. Oops. Snowy tree stump is at the Frostville workbench. Okay, I'll take that. Which means it's going to make 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and make 2. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then that we need to buy. I need to find out. And then the Dolnar water bucket. Somewhere in here. Dolnar water bucket, woodworking table. I am just gonna make 1 of these, unless it makes 2. Yeah, I'll just make 1 of these because I'm not quite sure if this is gonna be an idea that works. So, we shall see. Oh, it's just come by and say hi. Dang it. There's a guide is out and about here on Skyfire, but not offering a guide quest. Okay, Fire Wasp. Let's look. Where did we get this? Fire Wasp Magma Gourd. Oh, Okay, that's an easy one to get. Let's go there. Mirrorist. It's in Mirrorist. I'll go ahead and buy 2 of them while we're there in case that ends up being what I use, so I can have one for the downstairs bathroom. Okay. This floor always freaks me out. I feel like I'm gonna fall, but it's so pretty. I love the Mirrorist library. The colors in here are fantastic. Oh, whoops. I thought, oh man. I thought I wasn't on the thing because it wasn't moving. I thought I was going to get crushed, so I left. Oh, that's funny how they have that sink into the floor. Have fun. See you next time. Hey, yeah. Glad you could join. I will be streaming again Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. So if you want to see the completion of the toilet, that's where you will find me. Teleporter to Merchant's Gallery. There you are. All right. Fire Wasp Magma Gourd. 2. All right. Make sure the Doomfire and the Fallen. Oops. Yeah, I like that tree trunk. Okay. All right, let's go lay all this stuff down because I don't want it in my inventory. And yeah, then we'll head out. Oops. Which we also have to lay down the portal. Didn't I get a portal object? I don't see it. Wouldn't it be? Oh, it's here. It looks like a door. That's right. I forget. Okay. I need to actually use my Guildhall Vamuser thingy. Okay, we're gonna get this done. Not tonight. I'm too tired tonight. I'm gonna be extremely tired on Thursday. I don't even need to. So we'll see what we can get done on Thursday. But like I said, I want to try to keep my streams going. I just don't want to burn myself out. So if I can only stream for an hour, I can only stream for an hour. If we can't finish the toilet, we can't finish the toilet on Thursday. It's okay. I will do what I can, but not more than I should. Oh. I don't remember if I said thank you, Wobie, about the idea with the wrench for the door handle. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, let's lay some of this stuff down. Have this out here. This can go up because I have one down here already. Oh my gosh, yuck. That's so bright. Why does it need to be so bright? So this could work for the toilet, that purple there. I don't feel like laying out this. Yeah, all right. I'm not yawning, you're yawning. Why are you yawning? Oh boy, the tired hit me all of a sudden. Oh, I want to get more of these. I kind of want to put these up the walls. I've done that before. I think you have also, Wobie, haven't you? They look very nice going up walls, so. And that'll help give some texture to the walls too, so they're not so plain without adding a lot of stuff. So that's the idea. But I'll get that at Moonlight. I'm going to do a lot at Moonlight this month. Golly, stop yawning. Ugh. Okay, that's going to go downstairs. What is this? Black marble railing. Yeah, okay. Pitcher plant. I'm going to put that up here. I might use it for something else. You never know. Here's my portal object. Here we go. We can leave this up here. Now I can get to the lights dungeon easily. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's put that downstairs. All the stuff that's going to be for the bathroom. Put that downstairs. Oh, it looks just weird out here. Ooh, that gets quite small. That's nice. Okay. That's a possibility for shelves. Okay, where's the other shelf? Put that there, and then these banners. Okay, I have a lot of crap. But look, ooh, excuse me. We're not even halfway yet. Almost halfway, but filling up stuff. A lot of this stuff is going to be coming out too, so yeah. All right, we have a turtle shell. We have the acorn. Don't think I'm going to end up using that. Oh, those get quite small too. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Stop yawning, crazy woman. All right. See, here's what I'm thinking is something like, oh, you can't sink it down. Okay, well, it's as small as it gets. Well, shoot. Well, we didn't think it was going to work anyways. But these might just work. Okay. All right. Still a mess, but hey, we got this done. So I'm happy with how that turned out. The hinge was a good idea. I'm glad we did that. And we still need a plug, but yeah. Details will come in as we go. All right, so as I was saying, sorry, also flipping through videos of cats. Oh, because we got kittens too. No. All right, keep a watch out. I will post in the on YouTube if I end up in Discord, especially this weekend. Doing stuff. I will definitely be working on the walls in Discord. We might also, you know, obviously I'll be working on Moonlight. So if you want to come in and hang out, come on in. If you come in with your mic muted, I'll leave you alone. If you come in with your mic on, we can chat. It doesn't matter. The link is in, wait, you know what? I just realized the link is not in the description. I need to put that in the description. I will do that. And then Thursday, so what is that? Thursday the 18th, I will be streaming 6 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. So yay! Ooh, what's she saying? Ugh. I'll see you there. So all right, and we will see you all in my next stream.